lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I died.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. Rodgers on the return. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
319. 319.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. That good for 19 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over, 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 over! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week. Forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
3-19! 3-19!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now back to throw. And here's another interception, the third in this first quarter. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gone! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 127 in his great career. Moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Over.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Sanders, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now they try the right side here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep for Jennings. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Jennings was the one he was looking for. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here. Mixon with a 1st down carry. He's to the 10. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Check back 11, check back 11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. is not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Detroit!
A handoff to Mixon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Schwartz. A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schwartz. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That'll be caught by Rice. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then against the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Gun! Gun! Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're running right through it. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
Leopard, Leopard. Here we go now. 3-19, 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the 26. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39, Green 39. Over.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 9 there, and that's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively things are starting to pile up against them, and they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called, not so much just to, to get it.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Motion. Hot!
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Again, it's Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 30. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 51 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gun, 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 gun.
He'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun, 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 gun.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
3 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Come on. Detroit! Detroit! 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Lucky 56. Hey, check back 11. Check back 11. Hold this.
Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Good!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They get it to him running left, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Check back 11. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Looking right, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
No, check, Patriot! Check 4! Detroit! Gun! Detroit!
Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
All right, here we go. Blue 90!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Set! Blue 90!
He'll drop the throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Gun!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Man open, Rice. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Over! Check, crunch! Detroit! Gun!
Looking to throw. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Another run with Sanders. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And down he'll go at the 25. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and 10. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll set up to throw. A skip, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
New England on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Gone! 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 Gone!
He'll look to throw. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how